Okay, so I've got to ask you something.
Why do you think you really bombed your geography mock? You think it's because you don't know your case studies? Nope, you're wrong.
The real reason you did badly is because you don't speak the examiner's secret language. You know that feeling, right? You mark your own past paper, you give yourself a solid A, and then the real one comes back with a C. It's soul-crushing. And here's why. Mark schemes aren't just answer keys. They are basically ruthless legal documents. If you can't speak their secret code, you are just throwing away grades.
But don't worry, today we are hacking that code. All right, rule number 1, and this is the big one. You have got to understand the difference between a 1 and a D. So when you see a simple 1 on a mark scheme, that's just one basic point. Fine. But a D1, oh, that is the holy grail. It stands for a developed idea. For literally any question worth 2 or more marks, examiners are on the hunt for this. They want you to state a point and then develop it with an explanation or a consequence. Let's look at this AQA-style question right here. Just writing, the coast is eroded by destructive waves, gets you that basic 1. But to get that developed point, you need to explain the how or the why. So you say, the coast is eroded by destructive waves, which have a strong backwash that pulls material away. Boom, that's it, full marks. Honestly, this one little trick is what pulls your 6 and 9 mark essays from a measly level 1 all the way up to a top tier level 3.
Okay, rule number 2. This one is an absolute game changer, and it's called positive marking.
You know how in some subjects, one wrong guess can just nuke your entire answer? So brutal. Well, not in geography. The AQA guidelines are super clear. Examiners mark positively. They're literally looking for reasons to give you marks. So let's say you write 3 correct points and 1 that's completely wrong. You still get the credit for the 3 correct ones. How good is that? So what's the big takeaway here? It's simple. If you aren't sure, always guess. You have literally nothing to lose and everything to gain. All right, rule 3. We've all been there, right? That panic moment, you write a whole answer, realize it's wrong, you cross it out, and then the timer goes off before you can rewrite it. You think it's over, but don't panic.
So here's a little-known legal requirement for examiners. They have to mark your crossed-out work. Seriously, the only time they don't is if you've actually replaced it with a brand new answer. So if you change your mind mid-exam, just put a single, neat line through your old answer. Please do not violently scribble it out into a black hole. That way, if you run out of time, the examiner can still read what you first wrote and give you marks for it. It's a lifesaver.
Okay, this next one is a big one, so listen up. Rule 4, avoid the figure trap. When you see a question that starts with something like, using figure 5, that's not just a friendly suggestion, it is a command. But here is the trap that so many people fall into. If you just copy a label straight from the figure, you get a big fat 0. Nothing. You have to actually do something with the data, manipulate it. Okay, let's say the question is, using figure 5, describe the distribution of megacities. If you just write, there are megacities in Asia, sorry that gets you nothing. Why? Because you didn't use the map. You just stated a fact you already knew. Instead, you need to write something like this. Figure 5 shows an uneven distribution with the highest cluster of megacities located in coastal regions of Southeast Asia, such as Tokyo. See the difference? You took the visual evidence from the figure, you pulled out a specific trend, and you used it to back up your geography. That's how you crack the code. And finally, we have Rule 5, the SPaG secret. SPaG? That's spelling, punctuation, and grammar. And if you think this is just for your English class, think again. You know those terrifying 9-mark questions you get at the end of each section? Well, there are 3 extra marks just floating there, waiting for you, purely for your spelling and grammar. But here is the ultimate hack. This is for when you have a total mind blank on the geography. Let's say you write down the completely wrong case study, and you score a massive 0 for the actual geography content. You'd think it's a disaster, right? Well, as long as the examiner decides you made a genuine attempt to answer the question, they can still award you the 3 SPaG marks. Let that sink in. A beautifully written, well-structured wrong answer is still worth 3 points. It's incredible. It all comes down to this. Learn the code, beat the scheme. So if this just saved your geography GCSE, you know what to do. because in the next explainer, I'm giving you the exact step-by-step paragraph structure that is guaranteed to get you a grade 9 on those brutal 9-mark essays. You don't want to miss it. I'll see you there.